Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a rather noisy Tuesday. Yeah, look, I got chickens everywhere right now. They've invaded my space, and some of them are laying their eggs inside the coop and making a lot of racket. But hey, they can be a little testy at times, and that's their right. But we're going to be a little testy right now because it's Testy Tuesday, and I'm about to see what your incredible knowledge about Moses is all about. Yeah, Moses, who led the people out of slavery through the the desert to the promised land, okay? Through the wilderness to the promised land. All right, so what's going on here? I am going to ask you to give me what imagery we are given in this passage. Are you ready? This is from the 19th chapter of Exodus. You have seen what this is God speaking now, what I did to the Egyptians, and how I did what? And brought you to myself. What did I do? Tell me which imagery he uses. I bore you on my shoulder like a lost lamb is borne by his shepherd. I gathered you under my wings like a mother hen does to protect her chicks in danger. Or I bore you on eagle's wings. Which one is it? Well, biblically speaking, we have all those images. Yes, we have all those images throughout Scripture of God and how God relates to us. But the one we're looking for right now, I bore you on eagle's wings. Now, what's interesting is that the word for eagles in the Hebrew that's being used is referring to what we would probably say is a turkey vulture. I mean, they look pretty menacing and pretty ugly and pretty big, but when they're up there in the air, they look majestic. And that's the type of bird that they're talking about here. All right? So, what's going on in this passage that we have from Exodus, the 19th chapter? It's right at the very beginning, and I believe it's the first 10 verses or so there. Through the verse 9, partway through verse 9. What's going on is this. Moses, as we said, has led the people to freedom. All right? And they escaped the wrath of the Egyptians. And part of that escape included the Reed Sea being parted. The people walked through to the other side. The Egyptian army came running after them. And right when they got in the middle of the sea, boom, the waters came crashing back and they drowned. All right, have that. But what we don't have yet is Moses receiving the 10 Commandments. But we do have some rather strange words. See, just after this, Moses is getting the 10 Commandments in chapter 20. We're in chapter 19 yet. But what are the words that God spoke? Now, therefore, this is God still speaking, if you obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession out of all the peoples. Indeed, the whole earth is mine, but you shall be for me a priestly kingdom and a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the Israelites. What? What's going on here? God is choosing a select group of people to be his representative, so to speak, to speak his words of truth to the rest of the world? Yep. He's talking about a covenant. We often think, well, the covenant is the 10 Commandments. Well, yeah, sorta, kinda. Yeah, it is. But it's only one of many covenants that have been made between God and his people throughout the Old Testament. And the one that's most likely being referenced here is the covenant that God had made with Abraham. Abraham, you and Sarah, you're going to have a son. And then you're going to be the father of of many nations. And through you, all people of the earth will be blessed. He's saying the same thing right here. God is telling the people, hey, you're my chosen people. Remember that covenant I made back there with Abraham? Yeah. Hey, it's still in effect, folks. And I've chosen you for a special purpose. Not that you're better than everybody else. Yeah. No, I've chosen you for a special reason. I want you to be a light to the world. I want you to bring peace and hope and word of reconciliation and forgiveness and all that goes into the grace of God. You are to be the ones that bring that to a hurting world. And that same word applies to you and to me today. And on our lips is also the word about Jesus and how Jesus brings life and hope to you and to me, not only in the afterlife. Yeah, that's great and that's super, but hope right now, and also a reason and a purpose to live and a way to live. Remember, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Okay, well, the clouds are starting to roll back in. It started out nice and sunny today, but that's fine for us up here. We still need the rain. We're so thankful for what we got yesterday, but you know what? A couple more days wouldn't be such a bad idea. We can use it. God's blessings be with you this day.